Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim, and this is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting. So from amigurumi to weaving and anything in between, if you like crafting and being creative, stick around. I think you're going to like it here. So this is an episode of Coffee with Kim. It's kind of where we hang out in the morning, get our day started, share a cup of coffee or whatever gets our day started. Some people start with tea, some people start with juice. Me, I like my coffee in the morning. So it is Friday, yay. And the weather today is not so bad. It's raining a little bit, so that should get rid of any of the snow we have left. Of course, tomorrow's supposed to be really, really cold, so we're going to brace through that, but then next week is going to be beautiful. So I'll take it. So today I want to update you on a couple of the videos I've put up. I did a tutorial that should be your first crochet tutorial ever. It's really the basics. I put that out in my tutorials list and I'm getting great feedback from it. People are telling me, they wish they had this when they first started and that they love how it's done. So I'm going to do the second in that series today. And the first one was single crochet. Excuse me. Sorry, it's morning. And the second one now I'm going to do double crochet. So it's kind of neat. I do have an update for you because all of my tutorials that start with a loop, I've always said that I don't use or like the magic circle. Guess what? I found out how to do it. I've been practicing it and I love it. So quick update on how I do it. Okay, so across the two fingers, then you make an X over the two fingers and you hold it like that. Okay. I go under, can I see it? Yep. I'll go closer. Under this one, right? Around, pull it through, and pull it through. Is that right? And there's my magic circle. And then you just go ahead and you do the single crochets in the magic circle like you're supposed to. So anyway, it's very exciting. Now it's personal. I got to try it again. So I found this video on how to do it, of course, on YouTube. Under, around, up, and through. Aha, that's it. Under, around, up, and through. So there you go. I've learned how to do it. I've actually done a project with it, and I'm really liking it. So let me catch you up to date on the projects. So again, I will remind you that I found this book on one of my treasure hunts. So I look for crochet and crafting books on every single treasure hunt. Even if I was just there the week before, I still scour through all the books to see if I have any new books to gather up in my treasure hunt. So every once in a while, I hit pay dirt, and this one I'm considering as really good. So it does have granny squares in it that you can do, but I've mentioned before that the Art Junkie is doing that. So I'm not going to do those. I'm skipping right to the section that says projects. So in this book, it has a mug cozy, a slouch hat, an Irish flower, arm warmers, market bags, baby blanket and booties, traditional granny squares, which I'm not going to do, and a few more. So here's some of the things that are in there. So I have taken it upon myself to do these projects. So I already did the cup koozie, and again, I'm doing their pattern and then I'm being a little creative and I'm doing my own. So here's how it looks. Kind of cute. That's exactly how they wanted it done. And then I changed it up a little bit and I did it for St. Patrick's Day. So I changed it up. Instead of a button, I'm using the shamrock as the button. If I can avoid sewing on a button to any of my projects, I do, and I use crochet made buttons. So that's the first one I did. Let me put this out of the way so I'm not knocking things over. And then the second one in this book is a ball. Now you're like, okay, that's super simple, but actually you're learning in here, you're learning increase, decrease, how to stuff it correctly. You're learning a treble crochet, the chain stitch, a single crochet. So there's a bunch of stuff that you're learning in here, although it seems simple. Sorry, I already made this and I didn't see where the treble crochet came in. Single, 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 single. Yeah, anyway, so so I made the ball. Here it is. It's cute, right? Fritz will end up with it. Or I will make a set of them for my grandson to play with as he develops his motor skills. Maybe put a little jiggle jiggle inside. So I already made it according to their directions, and I already made notes on their directions of how I'm going to change it a little bit. So stay tuned for that. That video is coming out this afternoon. So those of you that join my live on the weekends, you know that my administrator is Renee. Now, Renee used to be my neighbor, and side note, I miss them very much, but as neighbors, I do. But I went and she won a survival kit, a crochet survival kit, which if you don't know what that is, sorry, I keep talking like you guys are here every day. If some of you are new, I have to remember that some of you are new and not here every day. So a crochet survival kit is this little kit, okay? And inside it, I put one little skein of yarn, some stitch markers, a measuring tape, a scissor, and a crochet hook. And that's your emergency package to always have with you, okay? So I put that in as a drawing on my live last weekend, and Renee won it. So I drove over to Renee's house and dropped it off for her because I was headed that way anyway, and she's about 20 minutes away. So she surprised me with something, and I'm so touched by it. So I live on the river, and everything that you see in the stores, all the signs that are made up, they say life is better at the cabin or at the lake and this and that, and none of them say river. But Renee made me this. And her daughter Grace made a point to tell me that this here in the pattern said lake. So Renee had to rework the pattern so that this said river. So she did that manually by hand. But the detail, can you even see? Can I get it? Look at that detail. I am blown away. So this will forever, I'm going to hang it up right over there, and that will forever be part of my decorations here in this room. So yeah, I love that. I love going to see them. Oh, and this weekend, I'm going over there and we're going to shoot an episode of Crafting with Kim. So I've got a bunch of driftwood that I picked up on the beach, and a bunch of jewels and gems and stuff. And we're all three of us, Renee, her daughter Grace, and I are going to make sun catchers. So out of the driftwood and everything. So it's really fun. I love crafting with them. They're very creative people, very nice people. The whole family's creative. So, I got some, I don't know if it's exciting news, but it's a kind of cool possible adventure. So I got word from another neighbor that one of the local fairs is looking for a crafting and an arts and crafts director. I was like, are you kidding me? I've recently retired. I've got all the time in the world. So I reached out and I am one of the candidates. We shall see if I get it. How fun would that be? So it's not the fair that I enter my stuff in. It's the fair that, little side note, I have one fairgrounds 10 minutes that way and one fairgrounds 10 minutes that way. So I'm very lucky. Two different county fairs and I'm right smack in the middle of it. So the one that I enter is there because I'm in that county. And then the one that has the job opening is over there. So fingers crossed, all of you give me your good juju and all of your, because that would be absolutely perfect for me. I think I would just love it. So who needs to retire? Get back in there. Get right back in there. Oh, speaking of retiring, well, side note, my daughter is due in 11 days. So I'm cautiously reaching out to her every day to see how she's doing, how she's feeling. I do have my emergency bag packed and it's in the Jeep waiting in case I get the phone call. Then all I have to do is crawl out of bed, put on something presentable, and go. So I'm very excited for that. Let me know if you guys who watch often see a difference or hear a difference. I am recording on a new camera. I was using my iPad, and then I had to record to the iPad, upload it to my Amazon photos, download it to my computer, reload it to my editing program. So this camera actually records right into my editing program. I have to watch though because it only gives me 30 minutes, which I shouldn't really talk for 30 minutes anyway. But so it's a new process, and I'm not sure if the microphone is on the side of it, but it's a work in progress. So yeah, that's how this week has been going. Looking forward to tomorrow, a nice visit with Renee. And then Sunday, I'm going to finish organizing the house. So I don't know if some of you notice behind me, that's different. So a few weeks ago, somebody in one of my videos said, hey, your shelves look crooked in the back. And I'm like, oh no. So I went and I looked, and all of these were separated. Not on this section. If you hear something, there's a huge flock of geese flying over right now. But anyway, so these were all separated. So she was right. This was coming down eventually. So I, thinking to myself, I secured them up. Yay, da da da. Well, in securing them up, I pulled them apart even worse. So anyway, all this time I've been worried and bothered by the fact that they're not sitting correctly. So I pulled out the section that was broken because it was like broken all the way down. I'm touching them now to see if they're all in. So it was broken all the way down. And then I had this spare shelf here in one of my utility rooms. So in my organizing yesterday, I emptied this shelf and put the rest of the stuff in the utility room on other shelves, moved these over, resecured them all. So yeah, all of this came out. I resecured them all, put it all back in, and then I'm using this. So I did take some of the section that I took out and I put it over there. I put it over there so that I had some more shelves over there. So yeah, I was supposed to be organizing the whole house. I ended up reorganizing this room yet again. This is where I spend a lot of time. So it needs to be organized and neat for me to be relaxed and, able to function in here. So that happened. So yes, you are correct. There are new shelves behind me. Excuse me. And yeah, I like it. So I have one little section here. You can just see the top of it right here. It's one box filled of things that need to go somewhere else. How's that for a title? Things that need to go somewhere else. So I'm going to put away everything that I'm using right now. And then I'm going to look in this box and find out where everything goes, and I'm going to put it all away. Since it's rainy out, I don't have anywhere else to go today. I don't have anything else to do today. So I will start with this box and see where the rest of the day leads me as far as the rest of the house. So, I mean, the house isn't a mess, but it's, how did my mom used to say? The house is upset. The house looks upset. So that means that, because with my mom, everything had a place and everything should be in its place. So don't get me wrong, the house was not spotless by any means, but we knew where everything was because everything was in its place. And right now, excuse me, everything is not in its place. So I'm trying to get everything all organized, because the more I can organize stuff, the more relaxed I can be. Then I can move on to my online stuff needs to be organized. So it's all a whole process, and it's a whole process up here. So, all right. Well, speaking of process, I have a ton of things to get to today. So thank you so much for having a cup of coffee with me. Now, remember, once I say thank you, don't drop off. If you watch this till the very end, it gives me a lot of, I don't know, kudos or whatever with YouTube. So if you could please watch the videos all the way through, give them a like, give them a thumbs up, which is a like. Subscribe to me if you haven't. Excuse me, I do apologize. And please check out my other playlists and my other videos. I have a lot of fun sharing crafting ideas and gardening ideas and just ideas in general with you. And I have a great community, and I'm hoping to grow it. So please join it. Please have a great day. And remember, be creative. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.